Okay, this is N2LEN with another quick video clip. We are refurbishing and rebuilding. This is a Maco Alpha V58. This is the older style Maco. It's sitting in a test mast. That's a 5-foot mast that's in the ground about 1.5 feet. So you could see it's about, I don't know, I'm gonna say maybe 40 inches from the ground at grass level. I did a couple of things I'll show you, but like I said, this is the old style mast. I followed the instructions to the T as far as the downloaded from the website. The elements are the same size. There are 5 72-inch outer elements, 4 I believe 48-inch inner elements that make up the receive for the horizontal elements. But basically the top element, which is TL1, I believe it is the 5th of the 72-inch elements. So the 4 outer elements are TL1s, and the measurement on those elements are 4 inches, including the top is only 4 inches. And then the second, third, and just the second and the third and the fourth are actually 6 inches you measure. And then the adjustment, the final SWR adjustment, is made from the base to the second element. And let me show you where, as you could see, it's a 1.2, and it's at 50 ohms around channel 37, 38, right around there. Now the overall length from the bottom base of the antenna, right below the mounting nut, and I'll get closer because I want to show you some of the changes I did, and I'm going to do some other changes to the tip. And I changed the tips, mine are all red, is 241 inches. Now if you look at the actual 27 is 248, 10 meters is 232 and 5/8. So if you want to set it, let's say at 27 500, which would be in between, there's 16 and 5/8 inches between 27 and 28. So if you cut 16 in half, that's 8 inches, and you add it to 28, that brings you to 240 and 5/8. And that would be somewhere around 27 500, and I made it 241. So I added 1/4 of an inch, and that brought me to, let's say, channel 38. Okay, so let me go ahead and shut this off, and let me show you some of the changes that I made. Oh, yeah. Just give me a second here. Okay. One of the things that I did, and it does, you know, it really, the difference between the V58s and the V5000, Tom made it very clear from Maco, is that this insulator on the Alpha V58s, it's black, and I believe on the V5000 it's Teflon. It's, you know, I think the newer version of these antennas, this actual insulator is a little bit taller. It's probably bigger, but on the V5000 it's white. Okay, what I did was I changed out the copper wire that was uninsulated, and I went with 14 gauge, no, this is 12 gauge of THNN. There you go. Or THHN, I believe it is, south wire. And I cut it, I believe it's I don't know, 6 and, you know, you just measure the original, but it was like 6 and change. From here, this adjustment, right from the center of this screw to here, is 6 1/4 inches. Everything over here is going to be, this was all cleaned, believe it or not. I took off the connector, the nut, and I wire brushed this. I changed all this over to stainless steel. I'm gonna put a wire tie from here to up to here to hold this end up to protect it from birds so it doesn't sag. And I'm also gonna cut a piece of 1-inch PVC, and I'm gonna slide it in between here to keep this at 1 inch. I saw someone on YouTube do that, and I want to give credit to that person. So if you do an Alpha V58 search on YouTube, you'll find it. But anyway, another thing that I do, I've done it to my my M103, and I also saw this. I give credit to another YouTuber, is I tape the actual areas of where they join. I put Nylox on all of the elements, or Noalox, whatever it's called, Noalox, between each of the joints, including the actual female ring. This ring is the older style ring. The newer one comes with a 3/8. This is 5/16. A little different style. You know, I needed to clean it with wire brush. And so anyway, so you could see where I 3M tape all the sections. So I'm going to be doing it to here. So I'm going to be taping this up. These are all stainless steel. And then I put silicone over it. And I'm also going to do that at the end. I changed all the tips to red, to the tips. But that's basically it. Everything else will be waterproofed. And like I said, this is 241 inches. The adjustment is made right here, which is between the base element and the first telescopic. It's the only element that has the hose clamp. And from the initial 6-inch mark, I dropped it in, I think it was 250 when it was set at 4 inches at the top, 4 inches. No, excuse me, I'm saying 4 inches here, 6, 4 inches at the top, 6. I guess I'm not going all the way up at the top. There we go. 4 inches, 6, 6, and here is 6. And then I drop this in about another 9 inches. But the overall length is 241 from here, from right at the base below the mounting screw. So from right here to the tip is 241. So hopefully that will share some light of the overall measurement. And like I said, even though the top element, which is 72, is only in 4 inches, I was thinking about shortening the top element, but I just followed the instructions, and based on the calculations that are provided in the sheet, you know, at 2.7, you know, 375, 385, it's 1.2 with 50 ohms. So there you go. I'm gonna go ahead, and the reason why I tape these up, even though they're stainless steel, is just because originally the galvanized, they rusted, the square nuts, and just to protect it from water. I'll also do the same thing with the antenna connector, and I will probably, you know, over here will be siliconed and stuff, and I'll show you that PVC insulator that I'll put there and wire tie it. And again, I'm going to put, like I said, some wire ties on the ring just to hold it up, that if some birds sit on it, it doesn't bend. So that's basically it. This is going to be put on a 3-foot small tripod in the center of the roof. Last week we installed the M103, and then in the center of the roof will go the Alpha V58, and then of course the tower, which holds a bunch of stuff. Right now the tower is fully collapsed because we had that the remnants of the hurricane pass by. We had almost 3 inches of rain in the last 2 days, and today's the first somewhat clear day. So this is N2LEN, and we'll say Best 73 on the rebuild, and soon to install Alpha V58s. Great product, fantastic product. Even though this antenna has got to be, I don't know, 15 years old, the SWR was perfect out of the box to measurements. Catch you later. Best 73. Yeah, this is N2LEN with another quick video clip on the Maco Alpha V58's rebuild. This antenna was gifted to me many years ago. It's been up in the garage, and then it was shifted over. Let me show you some continuing some modifications I made. Here is a 1-inch PVC ring that I just cut from a 1-inch PVC pipe, and I slipped it in between the upper part and the bottom part, right in between the nuts, as you could see. And then I actually wire tied it just to hold it in place. I'm telling you, where I live up in the Catskill Mountains, birds end up all over on the antenna. They'll probably end up sitting on the actual radiation wire. But anyway, so that's actually going to isolate that area and keep it at 1 inch. Let me show you what I did with the ring, because the ring still wobbles a little bit. But what I did was I added, and this is really for birds. Seen this from a gentleman online on YouTube, give him the whole credit. I'll go look back up and see who that was and reissue that credit. But anyway, I put a wire tie on right here on the ring, one wrapped around and made a loop, and then a wire tie up to another loop. I might double it up, but anyway, and what that's doing is it's just supporting the back part of the ring. If birds sit on it, it's actually 150 times more strong, and that should hold. Like I said, I just might double up on the ring here and on the ring here, because this is doubled up. You know, it's not super tight, but it's definitely supporting the ring right in the back center. Went ahead and had John, we taped up the horizontal elements and added silicone the tips. Next, I'm gonna be waterproofing the coax area, the top part. Any areas that show screws, I use a Permatex rust inhibitor, and I just brush it on. But I will tape up this area here with the same the nuts and bolts and the bracket, the small little brackets there. I'm going to tape that up and silicone it, and I'm just about done. I just wanted to show you that spacer. Great idea from that gentleman on YouTube. And like I said, this is the older version of the Alpha V58s. The test cable that I'm using is, I don't know, about 75 feet of RG8X. is what I'm using, you know, from Cable Experts. See if I can get in there, you can see it. There we go. There you go. There's the phone number. And that's basically it. Once again, we upgraded from the uninsulated copper wire that was really, it was discolored and corroded from years of use before me, to THNN from 14 gauge to 12 gauge insulated. Just soldered on a new eyelet. This is all stainless steel. And that's basically it. And I could tell you, like I said, we're about, I don't know, 40 inches off the ground, and the SWR is it's about a 1.2 at 241 inches. Okay, with that said, this is N2LEN saying best 7-3.